as the frankincense and myrrh burn. I start making sense of all the wisdom that I learned. Turn the pages of these scriptures, I see the bigger picture. I wait for his return, earn my rightful place in heaven. 777.
It's that frankincense and myrrh burn. 777. Yahweh Shai gon' return. Take the kingdom of heaven. Pharisees, you wicked. Misinterpret the scriptures. Took millions out your congregation trying to get richer. My main man who put me in the truth is down with you. All praises to the occupant. LOZ to reconfigure. Walking the narrow path. Praying to become destined. Have faith in this personification will be a blessing. Metaphorically spitting this truth. Giving them facts. We stay strapped. Apocryphas and Bibles on our backs. They want us eradicated in the hood. Giving us crack. Matter of fact, we gonna put Edom up in the trap. Trigger killing my brothers like bombing the Taliban. We got next nuclear warfare on Babylon. Revelation coming soon. Another Vietnam. Look out for the whistle. Hit you with a missile and a bomb.
As the frankincense and myrrh burn, I start making sense of all the wisdom that I learned. Turn the pages of these scriptures, I see the bigger picture. I wait for his return, earn my rightful place in heaven. 777. As the frankincense and myrrh burn, I start making sense of all the wisdom that I learned. Turn the pages of these scriptures, I see the bigger picture. I wait for his return, earn my rightful place in heaven. 777.
As I'm flipping through these scriptures, breaking down the parable, when that revelation hit you, how you feeling so hysterical, but now I get the picture. I wait for his return. Thank you, y'all, for the baptism of this wisdom that I learned. As my frankincense is burned, I'm meditating heavy on these laws. All that folly talk, I'm really not concerned. Completion number 7, that 144K, just doing what it take to earn my rightful place in heaven. Woe unto you, reverence. Scattering all our people selling lies in your Sunday service. This should be illegal. Deception, what they feed you, and leave you so confused. The reason why I'm always studying to show thyself approved. Israel who he choose. I'm counting all my blessings. When you got nothing to lose, there's no reason to be stressing. I always stay secluded with fringes on my shirt, meditating on these scriptures, burning frankincense and myrrh.
As the frankincense and myrrh burn, I start making sense of all the wisdom that I learned. Turn the pages of these scriptures, I see the bigger picture. I wait for his return, earn my rightful place in heaven. 777. As the frankincense and myrrh burn, I start making sense of all the wisdom that I learned. Turn the pages of these scriptures, I see the bigger picture. I wait for his return, earn my rightful place in heaven. 777.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy.
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Hey, yeah. Slave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. Grave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. We nameless, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. No lane switch, ain't no stopping me. Let's go, let's go. Slave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. Grave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. We nameless, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. No lane switch, switch. Okay, ain't no stopping me. Let's go. I see pain all around my people. Yeah, that's prophecy. Too much sin, caught up in this evil. It's a lot to see. Cut out the drugs, gassed up in my spirit. Ain't no broccoli. Spreading the word, give my people knowledge. We be dropping seeds. I pray the Most High root them up. We straight away from my God. Now we down bad, popping pills, zooted up. Time to wake up the sheep, get them out of sleep. All my bros suited up. Boots on with the armor. With a Godspeed, they can't stop me, cause I'm too strong with the Father. As long as we on the side, we will never lose. Breaking out the lies, we gon' tell the truth. We the Israelites, if we living right, then we got protection from the devil's moves. Faith on 100, I need it. Demons, they got us defeated. But it's on the rise up, got my eyes up in flames cause I'm heated. It's on sight when they see us. Scripts got me on flight, they can't reach us. The wicked pastor can't teach us. Gotta keep the Bible trapped as my defense. Prophecy being fulfilled. Last days getting real. Keep the commandments, you gon' be protected, but if you don't, you be killed. Slave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. Grave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. We nameless, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. No lane switch, ain't no stopping me. Let's go, let's go. Slave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. Grave ships, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. We nameless, yeah, that's prophecy, that's prophecy. No lane switch, ain't no stopping me. Let's go, let's go.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. No man shall buy you.
Let's go. Yeah, we study prophets, last days, we in the presence, we don't got much options, living curses, we need some blessings, bodies filling coffins, people dying like every second, and it's never stopping, so much trials and this oppression, man, it's crazy, but we cannot lose faith, going hard for the truth's sake, telling my people they need to come back to the Most High before it's too late, old man gotta cut them off, yeah, today is a new day, bounce back when I fall down, gotta choose grace, cause we can't fold on God, he gon' keep us low, take away that pride. Now it's time to grow. I dwell with my brethren. That's what I was told. Tryna stack that gold in heaven till it overflows. That's a fact. We was living lavish. Now we glorify the trap. Came about the world. I pray I'm never going back. Pastor say the law's done away with. Yeah, that's cap. We not having that. Prophecy coming through back to back. Slave ships. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. Grave shifts. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. We nameless. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. No lane switch. Ain't no stopping me. Let's go. Let's go. Slave ships. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. Grave shifts. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. We nameless. Yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. No lane switch. Ain't no stopping me. Let's go. Let's go.
Kato, you way too dope, kid.
All I need, all I need, all I need. All I need is your energy. For your love, I'm a fiend. Can't replace what you did for me. All I need is your energy. All I need is your energy. For your love, I'm a fiend. Can't replace what you did for me. All I need is your energy. All I need is you by my side. Always down the ride, whatever the time. You and I is do or die. Devil on the prowl, tryna kill my vibe. But never would I let up, never would I let up. Always read them letters, knowing it'll make me better. In time, your light in me, I shine so bright. Your energy, I need to survive. My hope, my faith, my loyalty, my praise. Your love, your grace, your mercy, your name, it saves. You're all I need, all I need. All I need, all I need is your energy. For your love, I'm a fiend. Can't replace what you did for me. All I need is your energy. All I need is your energy. For your love, I'm a fiend. Can't replace what you did for me. All I need is your energy. All I need is your energy. For your love, I'm a fiend. Can't replace what you did for me.
Kato, you.
Khan. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Welcome back to another Wednesday Wisdom. And we back. I know it's been a while. I know it's been like a good 2 weeks. You know, there's been a lot going on, a lot of changes, a lot of new things been going on. And we're back. You know, we had some difficulties, we had some issues, but now we back on track. Now we can get it going and flowing again. So today's class is Remember the Days of Old. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why we're doing this class on Remember the Days of Old, because we all know that Feast of Tabs was we just had Feast of Tabs, and there was a lot of wisdom being dropped at Feast of Tabs. And the one thing that stood out to me and that was very important is that we should constantly be reminded of, or always be remembering, the days of old. And why is that so important? Is because of our forefathers and the greatness of what our forefathers have done. Even though there may be some slip-ups that our forefathers have done, but we learn from their mistakes. But we can also learn from their great deeds also. So let me start out with the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17. Let's start out with that. This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Other One, Yahushua, give thanks to the Other One and the Father by him. So whatsoever we do in word or deed, we should always keep in remembrance and be reminded of that. Whatever we do it in the name of Mashiach Yahushua, and through a Mashiach Yahushua, also to the Most High. So I want to open up the class, get it rolling. It's very vital for us to remember the days of old. It is very important that we be reminded constantly of the days of old, so we could constantly keep pushing forward to greatness. Because the greatest proverb is say, if you don't know your past, you don't know what your future. So we have to go back to our past to see what was really going on, how was our people really moving, so we know how to move in the future or in the present day, and even excel further in the present day and also into the future. So let me get the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. The book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. God. This is the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So we know that everything that was written of past time within these scriptures, within this Bible, was written for our learning. Everything that is within this Bible, even your Apocrypha, which is also the Bible, it is written for our learning. It is written for us to gain wisdom. It is written for us to know how to move diligently and to move righteously in the name of the Mashiach Yahushua through the Most High. Because if we don't go through these scriptures on a day-to-day, if we're not looking at the past writings, we will never gain anything in this world. We will continue to keep looking or being as fools in the eyes of the other nations. They'll continually to mock us. They'll continually to rag on us and hiss their teeth and just shake their heads in shame of us. So we have to move wiser and we have to move better, and we have to constantly be reminded of that we are a great people. That the blood of kings run through our veins. The seed of righteousness runs through our veins. And that we're better than what these other nations proclaim us to be. We are not just some niggas. We are not some hoodlums. We're not moon crickets. We're not porch monkeys. We're not Saboon coons. We're none of those things. But we are the righteous seed of the Most High, also known as the Israelites, the chosen people, the only people that was favored amongst the Most High. But we have to go through the scriptures to get that understanding and to realize that. So let me get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 2. This is the book. I'm going to start at verse 1. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I am also of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. So we know that this scripture talking about remember. Keep it in your conscience. Be aware of it. Keep your mind on it. Stay focused on it. That we are supposed to keep the commandments and the ordinances as it's been delivered onto us. If we don't constantly keep these things in remembrance, if we don't constantly keep these things conscious in our conscious state of mind, we'll start getting neglectful. When we start getting neglectful, we'll start becoming forgetful, and then we'll end up being destroyed once again. Because as you can see now, our people are destroyed for not remembering. Our people so easily forgot the Most High. Let's continue on. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 1. Come on. Now, before I get this precept and open up with it, I want to remind you guys that it is our duty to constantly keep the Most High's commandments, the Most High's high holy days. All these things we supposed to keep and remember them constantly, and we also supposed to be passing it down to our children as well. It is very vital that we tell our children about these commandments. We tell our children, why are they at Feast of Tabernacles? Why are they at Hanukkah? Why are they at Passover? Why are they doing the Day of Atonement? Even though they may be hungry. They need to know these things so whenever somebody else comes to them and asks them, they can answer it properly, as well as they will never stray far away from the commandments. I'll be honest. I wish I was born into the truth, knowing of the truth, rather than growing up one way and then learning the truth. It'll make my life 10 times, not even 10 times, 1,000,000 times more easier if I knew it from as when I was a child. Because then the commandments wouldn't be a struggle, if you will. It'll be second nature. Not eating pork, it would have been second nature. keeping going on Feast of Tabernacles, that would have been second nature. Oh, I got to do Day of Atonement, second nature. Even fasting and praying would have been a second, would have been a second nature, if you will. You will almost do it instinctively. You wouldn't think twice about it. You wouldn't be greedy. You wouldn't be like, oh, I gotta fast today. No, you would automatically start wanting to fast. You would do it off of the strength of being taught it as a young age. So let's get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 1. Now, these are the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded it to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may be increased mightily, as the most high power of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, the most high our power, the most high our Yahweh is our Yahweh. So this lets you know that what the Most High taught us in the wilderness was supposed to be carried on. It was supposed to be taught from generation to generation to generation, that we may increase mightily. But the issue in the matter at hand is that we became very neglectful of the Most High. We decided to say, no, I'm going to do our own thing, and I'm not going to keep the traditions of our forefathers. You know, it is very vital. Like, here's the thing that, you know, that's a good, I got a testimony. My family used to have a family reunion every year when I was young. We used to have a family reunion. Every year, once a year, we gathered together to know who family really was. And the thing is, I used to have an uncle named Uncle Charlie. He was like the head of the families, mind you. So he pretty much ran everything, or delegated, or was in charge of the majority of the families that was involved when it came to the family reunion. You know, and the crazy thing is, like, late as time got on, he passed away. And he passed on, and right after he passed, family reunions just stopped. The tradition of family reunions basically died with him. Nobody decided to carry on that mantle. Nobody decided to say, you know what? Since you know, Uncle Charlie, you know, he kept the family reunions going, made sure the family reunions was every year on this time. Let's keep it as a tradition for the family. No, that died. I don't know who family at this point now. Probably people that I work with, people that I see walking around in Publix. They might be family that I don't even know about. But I wanted to bring that out to show you the severity, like, of how I'm seeing traditions that was kept dying off. Slowly dying, like every generation. It's something a part of a family or of a family that's slowly dying off, and nobody's trying to take the mantle. And this is the same thing with the Most High. There's things we're supposed to keep, and we just slowly kept getting further away from it. Nobody wanted to take charge. Nobody wanted to say, hey, let's keep this. Let's do that. But we all wanted to do our own thing. So let's continue on. Verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and thou shalt be as frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and thou gates. So this lets you know the severity of what we're supposed to be doing. This is something we're supposed to be passing down. You know, this is something that we're really supposed to be teaching our young ones and telling our young ones, when you get older, the day you become a man, the day you become a woman, and you become a wife, and you become a husband, and when you have children, you shall be doing the same thing I am doing to you. I am teaching you everything about the Most High in the best of my abilities. I am teaching you of the commandments. I am teaching you of the ordinances, the morals, the civil, the sacrificial, the ceremonial, the ethical, and the moral laws, and the dietary laws. I am teaching you all these things for you to keep and for you to pass down. This is the inheritance of our forefathers, and we must keep them. As for us, we shall serve the Lord. Because if we forget these things, we'll be no better than as the heathen. This is what we should be telling our children. This is what we should be telling the young ones when they hanging around. When we at Feast of Tabs, when we sitting around the campfire, or we grilling food for the nation. The kids that are playing, sometimes they need to sit down and hear the stories. Hear the stories of what's going on when you go to camp. Hear the stories of you teaching, bringing out wisdom, dropping jewels. Your kid should be basically on your hip. This scripture basically saying your child should be on your hip so they can remember those times when they get older. Hey, man, you remember Dad when he was, we used to sit around the campfire at Feast of Tabernacles, and he used to tell us stories or read us stories out the Bible, like Samson and David, Gideon, Job, Lot, Christ, Judas and the Maccabees, Daniel, Esther. These things they shall call unto remembrance, and they will remember them. This is a very vital thing. So I'm gonna jump down to verse 17. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 17. And ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and his testimonies and his commandments, which he commanded thee, and thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Most High, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as the Most High hath spoken. And when thy son asketh thee in the time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which the Most High our power hath commanded you? Then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Most High brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And the Most High showed signs and wonders, great and sore, upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household, before our eyes, and he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in to give us the land which he sware to our fathers. And the Most High commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he commanded it us. So this is very vital into remembering the days of old, because we have to do the same thing. We have to do the same thing as this chapter, this verse just said, from 16 to 25. It's very vital for us to be teaching our young ones. It is very vital for us to constantly keep being reminded of why are we in this truth and why do we push on? What is motivating you to keep moving forward in this truth? You have to constantly keep being reminded of that. So let's get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 1. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember. This is a commandment. Whenever you see thou shalt, that is a commandment from the Most High, a demand, a requirement. It is not an ask, is I am telling you. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. So, like I go back again, I reiterate, it is very vital or important to keep remembering. This is a law that we have to remember. We can't get neglectful, and we can't be negligent. We can't be negligent with dealing with the Most High or being lackadaisical, because being lackadaisical or negligent, you become forgetful of things that you are responsible for and held to a certain accountability for. So we have to stay vigilant. We have to keep the commandments and constantly be reminded of keeping the commandments. That's why we have fringes and zeets. It's to remind us of the commandments. Let's get that. Let's go to Numbers 15 and verse 38. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and we'll start at verse 37. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 37. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations, that they put on the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Most High, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye use to go a whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your power. And I am the Most High your power, which I brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your Yahweh. I am the Most High your power. See there again? There's things for us, or signs and wonders, to constantly keep us in remembrance of the Most High, to not be forgetful of the Most High. Because if we become forgetful of the Most High, like we have done, like we are now, we will still be shooting each other in the streets. We shall be robbing each other. We shall be looking at each other as if we are spittle, as if we are worth nothing but as a cockroach that needs to get stomped out. We will look at each other with pure hatred. We will hate the women that we lay with and bear children with. We will get all types of sickness. We will be used, and we cannot use the other people. These are the things that we are supposed to remember. Keeping the commandments is a law. The remembering of the commandments is a law. It is a law. And we have to do it to the best of our abilities. Because the Most High gave us everything. Isn't it fair that if the Most High clothe you, give you a job, give you food, give you the air that you breathe, give you all your limbs, organs, and ligaments, and all that and whatnot, he gave you everything? Isn't it not equal or deserving that you give him everything of yourself? It's only fair. It's only fair. And we know that the Most High is just. He's a balanced God. So it's only fair that we remember him. It's only fair that we remember to keep his commandments. The things that he tells us to do. It's only fair. We signed the contract. It's too late. like that Drake mixtape or album, whatever the one. If you're reading this, it's too late. It's too late. We in. We head deep. We head deep. It's too late. Ain't no backseas. The Most High is our power, and we are his people. And we have to abide by his rules. So let's continue on. I digress. Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 49, verse 14, because I really want to get into, if we start forgetting the Most High, what will happen to us? Let's get into it. Isaiah 49 and verse 14. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 14. But Zion said, the Most High hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste. Thy destroyer in that day, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Now, this is the Most High talking to us. And we're saying in our eyes, the Most High forgot about us. The Most High forgot us. He left us. He forsaken us. Did he walk us in this wilderness just to die? No. He said he even gave a bar. He basically was saying, does a mother forget her child? Her son that was in her womb? Does she easily forget him? No. Just like that, I will never forget you, but you forgot me. Your name, he literally said, your name is engraved in the palm of my hands. That's powerful. Do you know how often you look? You got to think about this? Do you know how often do you look at the palm of your hands? How often do you look at your hands? All the time. Especially if you work in a construction job. Especially if you work in a trade. You looking at your hands. You looking at your hands 100% of the time. And that's how the Most High is. He said he'll never forget us, but we forgot him. Through our forgetfulness, we've forsaken the Most High. The Most High didn't forsake us. We've forsaken him through our forgetfulness. And that's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But let's continue on. Let's continue on down. Verse 18. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together and come to thee, as I live, saith the Most High. Thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, and with an ornament, and bind them on thee, as a bride doeth, for thy waste and thy desolate places, and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow thee up shall be far away. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thine ears, the place is too strait for me. Give me place to me that I may dwell. And then shalt thou say in thine heart, who have begotten me these? Saying, seeing I have lost my children, am desolate and a captive, and removing to and fro. And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These had they been. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will lift up mine eyes to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring their sons in their arms and their daughters, and shall be carried upon their shoulders. Now, before I further go on, those Gentiles that it's talking about is the Israelites. We all know those are the northern tribe. But this is what we're saying, and the Most High is saying that we will come back to him. We will adorn ourselves rightly, and we will come back to the Most High, and we'll bring our children. We'll be singing just like the movie The Prince of Egypt, when they were singing when they were after they made it out of the sea. When the sea split, they started singing. That's how we will be. The children on their shoulders, the donkeys carrying the elders and the children and the young children, and the wives walking and the dogs running, and our families are just happy with glee. Let's continue on. And the kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Most High, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children. So this is the Most High. This is our power. He was saying that he will save us in the end. Yes, he threw us into slavery. Yes, he put us through torment and hell, but it was well deserved. Granted, it was very well deserved. But he still said, I will not forget you, because of the covenant that I have placed on your forefathers. You will not be forgotten, but you will forget me. That's what he's saying. You forgot me. Until you remember me, put some respect on my name and who I am, then will I come save you. You put some respect on my name, Yahweh. Put some respect on it, and I will save you from all your enemies. Everybody that's around about you, that surrounds you, will submit to you and bow their face before you, and they shall be the ones to take care of your children. You won't have to worry about ever being broke again, but you shall live. This is what the Most High is telling us. This is the severity of what we should be, of us remembering the Most High's commandments. Let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 5. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 4. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 4. I'll start at verse 4. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words and keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. This is the most important thing that we have to do, is to not forget. Forget it not. Obtain this wisdom and don't just throw it to the side. Don't just push it under a rug. Don't sit it on the top shelf and let it get dusty. Put the work in. You need to be going through it. Gain that wisdom. Don't give up. Keep it constantly in remembrance. Just like how it's like the same. It's like this. If you want to get healthier, what do you do? You go to the gym. If you want to lose weight, what do? Go to the gym. And you gotta constantly stay in the gym. You can't just go to the gym one time and expect to lose all the weight that you want to lose. No. It's the same thing. If you want to get these blessings, you want to get these commandments, you want the covenant, you want the promises, you want the adoption, you want the first fruits, you want the first of everything, you want to be at the top, you want these other nations to submit, you gotta get in the spiritual gym. You gotta be reading these precepts. You gotta be reading these scriptures and be reminded of why are you fighting in this truth? Why are you fighting the fight? You have to be reminded of that. There was times even in the scriptures where brothers was doubting the Most High. And they had to be reminded that I am with you. Moses was trying to talk to the Most High crazy at one point, saying, I can't go out there. I can't speak. He said, wait a minute. Did you forget who I am? Do you forget I make the blind and I make the deaf? I can make the blind see and the deaf hear. You gotta do what you gotta do what I need you to do. And Moses had to get in check. He was like, you right. he had to say, you right. You got that slop. He had to say sorry. Because he forgot, he so quickly forgot how powerful the Most High really is. And that's what we did too. But we did it on a greater scale. We so easily forgot what the Most High has done for us. There's a point I wanted to bring out too. For all those that didn't make it to the Feast of Tabernacles, man, you going the hell off. For all those that didn't make it to Tabernacles, For all those that didn't make it to Tabernacles, you going the hell off. The only time you shouldn't you get a pass or an excuse is if you was ill or you about to clock out. You should physically be at the Tabernacles. You shouldn't be at no crib making excuses. And for some of you brothers that didn't make it to the first day and the last day, you going the hell off too. The scriptures told us that the male should be there on the first day and the last day. At least give the Most High that. All male firstborn. It didn't even mention the women and the children. That's besides the point. There's three high holy days that all men must attend. All the brothers had to attend. And one of them is Tabernacles. And for some brothers to not make it to Tabernacles, or to at least go to the first or go to the last, you going off, thus saith the Most High, because you didn't keep in the remembrance of the Most High. You didn't remember why you in the truth. You didn't remember why you was fighting so hard, why you motivated to keep but put on the fringes in the morning, to have the Shabbat off, to stop eating pork, to fast on Day of Atonement. You so easily forgot. This is for all you brothers that I challenge you. I challenge you. For those 3 high holy days, matter of fact, all the high holy days, try to attend them to the best of your abilities. Don't try to make no excuse. Talk about, I got to go to work. I got to go to work in the morning. I got to be there at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Don't make that excuse. I had to work. I had to go to work, but I still went. But I best believe I was at Feast of Tabernacles getting lit. I was turning up like it was no tomorrow. Had to be to work the next day at 5 o'clock in the morning. So there's no excuse. There's some people in your position that wish to wish to go to Tabernacles, to be able to walk around at Tabernacles, to be able to be healthy enough to go to Tabs. And you also got to think about the people that passed away that never even got the chance to even see or even dwell at the Tabernacles. And it is a powerful thing to be there. I advise all you brothers and sisters, when the next tabernacle comes around, please fight to get you a tent. Go get you a tent. I had to get my tent the day of. I got my tent the day of. I ain't gonna lie, I spent some money. My pockets was hurting, but it was all worth it. And then the crazy thing is, the Most High blessed me. He re-upped me. Ain't that something? I gave my all to the Most High, and the Most High gave me his all. But I really wanted to make that very well known, make that very con. You could do one or the other. You could they have tents where you could they have the makeshift ones that they already have pre-made there that was at KOA, and they also have an area, a lot. They have lots where you could put your tent on, but it also come with power and water. But I'm telling you, if you haven't been to a Feast of Tabs, man, you gotta be there. You gotta be there. It's a movie. Like, imagine walking around and all you see is Jake. Imagine waking up Shalom. Imagine waking up, you smell the grill cooking and it ain't no pork. It's a beef. It's beef bacon. It's turkey bacon with some eggs. Ain't nothing off. You saying shalom to the brothers, you dapping them up, talking about what a crazy night you had, having a good time playing Uno, doing karaoke night, seeing the little kids doing hacky sack and sack races. You there boxing, you getting busy, you putting the 1-2s on somebody, but you doing it out of brotherly love to make sure that brother's capable of handling his own when a heated situation come up. This is what is remembering the days of old. When I went to Tabs, I'll say this: when I went to Tabs, it reminded me of all our forefathers. It reminded me of Judas Maccabees when he was about to go to war, and he said, "Remember Phineas. Remember Moses." He started naming all of these famous men of Israel, telling them to don't be fearful, but be like these men. Be like Phineas when he grabbed the javelin to save Israel. These are the powerful things of what happens when we remember. So come on, I'm not going to further extend the class. I'm not going to keep pushing it. It's already an hour. I know everybody's getting just got off of work or is getting off of work, and I know you guys want to rest up, and I know you want to relax and really decompress from a work day. So with that, I hope everybody has a beautiful week. I hope your week is very very easygoing and very pleasant and very comforting through the Most High, as well as the Most High putting the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon all you guys to keep pushing forward and to keep fighting from day to day in this wicked kingdom. And that one day that Yahushua may redeem us, and the Most High said it is high time to bring Israel back into the fold and bring them back on being atop. So with that, I hope you guys do well. I hope everybody constantly stay motivated, stay prayed up, stay fasted up. Through much praying and through much fasting, shall we gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as well as the continue to keep having a righteous spirit. Come on, hold on. We're going to address this real quick, Dan Bo. I know it may sound like an excuse. I am married over 35 years. My wife is not in the spirit. We have been separated. Do I just tell her I'm going by myself and the heck with you? Now, I'll say this. I may not be the wisest of brothers, but I'll give you the best wisdom that I could give you according to the scriptures. Maybe what you can do, is probably invite her and say, would you like to go on a camping trip? And it's going to be with, there's going to be people from the church and whatnot, but you don't really have to deal with them. You don't really have to talk to them. She could be at the tent, just chilling, cooking, being in the tent, dwelling in the tent. And you could probably invite her to go to the tent. Because I ain't gonna lie, it's a very beautiful thing to be out camping. You don't have too many things and too many distractions and whatnot going camping. Or what you could tell her is, let her know, like, hey, there's this thing called Feast of Tabs. We posted Dwelling Booths, respectfully. I'm letting you know right now that next Feast of Tabs, I'm going to be there. Whether if you're going to be there or not, I'm going to be there. And I'm just only giving you a courtesy heads up of what is going on. That's what I could give you. That's the best that I could give you. And if she don't want to go, so be it. If she do want to go, hallelujah, y'all. All praise to the Most High. Because now she may get a chance to see how Israel really moved. I'll give you this, Danbo. There's sisters. There was a plenty of sisters that wasn't in the truth until they came to Feast of Tabs, and they seen what was going on at the Feast of Tabs and how loving and caring everybody was at the Feast of Tabs. Because just being in that environment of everybody caring about one another, making sure each person is good, each person is fed. You trading off spatulas to get ice. You getting drinks from somebody to use with the ice. You need some burgers. Somebody got a couple of burgers extra over at they tent. They give you the last of their burgers. You get fries or whatever. They bring it to your tent, and you got one big meal. And that's beautiful. And they'll just sit down and converse. Can probably converse with your rib, and she may really get an understanding. She may say, "You know what, Dambo? What you doing is not bad at all. I really enjoyed myself." That's what could really happen. But it could also be the other way. She could say, "No, I'm not gonna go," but it shouldn't stop you from being there. Because it is required of us as Israelite men. We know the truth. We drunk of the blood of Christ. So we should know the severity of how serious we should be taking these commandments. You know what I'm saying? So that's the wisdom that I could give you. So from what I've gained through the scriptures and from my own experience and with dealing and seeing things, this is the best advice that I could give you. So with that, I say, Khan, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I give honor and praise to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I hope, Israel. I hope Israel, you guys stay focused. Keep your minds constantly on the Most High. Keep the Most High in remembrance. Keep them consciously aware throughout all the days of your life. If you meditate on the scriptures, if you don't got to meditate on, you don't have to meditate on 50 precepts. You can just meditate on one. Meditate on one precept. That's everybody's homework. That's on this live. Your homework is meditate on one precept every day. Meditate on one. Find one and meditate on one. Really get understanding from it. Constantly keep going on, constantly let it keep going in your head, or take a constant look at it. Because you'll gain a very great understanding from just one precept. So I challenge you guys to meditate. And I hope you guys constantly keep praying, keep fasting, keep loving the Most High, keep enduring to the end, and keep fighting on. Because we know at any given time this whole world can go down in a blaze of fire. So we gotta constantly stay on point, stay on your P's and Q's, stay on your square, and do not get off your square. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Shalom, Israel. Come.
I was lost, but these laws helped me find my people. And now we meet up every year for Feast of Tabs. All praise to the Most High.
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to Yah. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA. I followed the wind and linked up with my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings. I found a way. 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 I found a way.
I gotta keep this commandments. Daughter of Yah, I won't stop. This this is how he planned it. Worldly friends had to chop him off. Abba, keep me from the simple. Your words preserving my mental. This was never coincidental. This was never coincidental.
Had the link up on my soldiers, is working colder. Got scripts in my holster. That means I got 80 if you playing crazy. The rain gon' come like times of Noah. Our people search the ends of the earth of his wisdom, but you gon' find y'all in the works. My niggas stay patient, you gon' find what you looking for if you putting them first.
Brother, sister, polishing our image, gotta keep it kosher. Early morning buzz of the scriptures, like we brunching, sipping on mimosa. Can't forsake my king, prophecy, gotta be fulfilled. Book is up for now. Tryna dodge the sin, gotta kneel the iniquity, escape all the fire.
I found a way, I found a way. I found a way, I found a way. I found a way, I found a way. I found a way, I found a way.
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to y'all. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA. I followed the wind and linked up on my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings.